it's Nick from Nail Couture Lincoln, and you'll never guess what. I'm only going to blimmin' Orlando, that's it, I'm going on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Well, actually, it'll be a Tuesday. I'm so excited. I have new frocks, new shoes, new handbags. But anyway, that's by the by. This week and the final challenge. Where do we go after we grow? Now, for me, this competition has been a personal journey. When I first started, I was, how can I put this? When people ask me what I did for a living, I was always slightly concerned that they would think less of me because I was working in the beauty industry. I always felt like I had to tell them what I did before. And in the past 3 months, I've shed this kind of cloak. It's gone. And now I feel proud of my profession. And this is what I want to do moving forward. This is where I want to go. This is how I want to grow. I want to empower people in the nail industry through education, inspiration through education, because we need to be damn proud of what we can do on a nail. So this is my little journey. I've made a sculpture today. It's very bright. I hope you like it. Catch you later. Bye. Using KUPA 3D nail art monomer, I started my sculpture by gluing 10 tips together. I use this monomer because it's extremely fast setting. Then using the KUPA ink e-file, I refined the shape. I chose acrylic powders to create my ombre, mainly for stability, because it's got to come with me. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm going on a jet plane. Now on to making my superwoman, who bears an uncanny resemblance to myself, although I am going to have to sort that chin out with the KUPA e-file later on. I built up the muscles layer by layer, and the hair is clear initially as I'm going to put red hair on top of it. Using a carbide bit on the medium setting, I went in and refined the shape of my model. Oh, get rid of that chin. No, it's not bacon feathers, but it's the same method. I'm going to cut these into strips to use them as strands of my hair, sticking them on, using top coat and flash curing in place. Using a fine liner and CND gel polish, I finished off this design with the intricate details around the hairline. Liquid and powder will stick to most things, and I've used it here to cover my revolving base. The base of my marble flowers is enriched gel by KUPA. I dipped in a little bit of copper wire and then put it into these caviar beads and then cured. You then repeat this process until you get a little marble shape. Using a fine liner and gel polish, start painting your petals around the marble. Cure and then re-dip. Repeat this process until you get the sized marble you require and then finish with top coat. Making acrylic petals can be a little tricky. The key is to let it polymerise slightly before you start trying to shape it. You can also mix a few colours together to get a marble effect like I have here. Wait for the acrylic to start losing its shine before you try picking it up, and when placing on your bead, place and roll the brush away. This way your brush won't stick to the acrylic. I'm going to use a very similar technique here to make these tropical flowers. Whilst the acrylic was slightly wet, I've just dipped them here into some caviar beads to create the centre of the flower. And I'm only going to put one petal on here, but I've used 3 colours, blue, white and red. And I'm going to really push them out to get a really nice ombre. By pinching it together at the bottom here, it's creating this lovely petal effect. 3D flowers always look beautiful, and the great thing is that you can do these before your client comes. You could have 5 or 10 made up already, so you're not eating into your service time. I wanted to incorporate some of my previous work in this piece, so I've snuck these into her skirt. When using real leaves as a template, it's best if they are of a slightly oily nature and quite stiff. Also, the acrylic needs to be very runny. Don't be tempted to take it off too early or else it'll just tear. Self-actualisation basically means reaching your full potential, which is what I want to pass on to my learners after NTNA. And as professionals, we should be striving to inspire and take on inspiration from other nail techs. But the bottom line is a good standard of education in the nail industry. Here in the UK, you don't need to be licensed and you don't need to be regulated, which fails both learners and the customers. So after the competition, this is what I'm going to be striving for here in the UK: regulation and licensing. Because we all deserve better. And after our industry is regulated, you never know, we might stop hearing things like this. How many of you heard? A bit of pin money? You need a qualification? It's not a real job. Oh, she just does nails. So let's start working together here in the UK. Let's get this industry regulated. Let's get us nail techs licensed so we've got an industry to be proud of.